Hey everyone, my name is Ansh Dubey and I'm a final year AI student at IIT Jodhpur. For the past few weeks, my life has been a chaotic mess of lecture notes, textbooks, and about a dozen PDFs per course. I'm basically a digital librarian who's also expected to pass exams. So, for my capstone project, I decided to tackle this head on. This is StudySphere, a personal AI teaching assistant I built to answer one simple question. What if our AI tools had actually read the syllabus? What if they couldn't lie to us? Let's dive in. We're all drowning. The modern student experience isn't about deep learning, it's about information management. We have this mountain of digital content, and our primary tool for finding answers is still Control F. This leads to the core dilemma. When we turn to generic AI for help, we encounter what I call contextual hallucination. You ask it to explain a concept from your advanced control systems class, and it gives you a beautiful, perfect answer. But for a course taught at Stanford in 2019, your professor uses completely different notation, and suddenly the helpful answer is actually academic poison. It's not just about getting a wrong answer, it's about getting an answer that looks right but is subtly wrong for your specific context. This is a huge academic risk. So, the goal became crystal clear: build an AI agent that is physically incapable of making stuff up because its entire world consists only of the course content I give it. So, how do we fix this? My first instinct, like many, was to build one giant, all knowing superbot. I tried to stuff a massive prompt with instructions to be a tutor, a search engine, and a quiz master all at once. The result? It was slow, expensive, and frankly very confused. It's the Swiss Army knife problem. It can do everything, but it's not so great at anything. The real solution wasn't a better prompt, it was a better system. I didn't need a single genius. I needed a team of highly specialized, focused robots. This is the core of multi-agent system. For StudySphere, I built a small bureaucracy. First, there's the router agent. Think of it as an overworked manager. It doesn't do any real work itself. It just listens to the user's request and delegates it to the right specialist. Then you have the retrieval agent. This is the robotic librarian. It has one job: find the exact text and page number. It has zero creativity. Finally, the tutor agent. This is the patient explainer. It takes the facts from the librarian and synthesizes them into an explanation that a sleep deprived student can actually understand. This approach lets each component do one thing and do it well. It's not just a script, it's an organization. So, what does this organization look like under the hood? This diagram looks complicated, but the flow is simple. Information comes in, gets processed, and grounded answer comes out. The core principle is retrieval augmented generation, or RAG. We retrieve first, then we reason, always. To build this, I stitched together a few key technologies. The brain is Google Gemini 2.0 Flash. I chose it because it's incredibly fast and the API calls are cheaper than my morning coffee, which is essential for a student project. The whole system is orchestrated with LangChain. It's the plumbing that lets my team of agents talk to each other without me having to write a ton of boilerplate code. And for the course materials, the memory is a vector database. It runs locally and turns a graveyard of PDFs in my downloads folder into a smart, searchable library. The front end is built with Streamlit because I'm an AI engineer, not a CSS wizard, and the whole thing is deployed on Google Cloud Run. So it's live, scalable, and I don't have to worry about servers. So, what does all this mean? We've tackled the information overload by creating a multi agent system that provides personalized and, most importantly, factually grounded support. An AI that admits I don't know is infinitely more valuable than the one that confidently lies. For the future, I imagine a procrastination police agent that cross references my calendar and forces me to study for the right exam, or an AI agent that uses the Socratic method, answering my questions with more questions to force deeper learning. But the core idea remains the same: building trust through grounded, transparent AI. At that, and that brings me to the end. I just want to say this course has been incredible, if intense experience. Juggling this project along with my end sems at IITJ meant a lot of late nights, logging in at midnight for the live streams and trying to absorb the white paper podcasts. It was a knowledge tsunami, but building this project made every concept click. It was the most practical way to avoid studying for my autonomous systems major by building an autonomous system. Thank you so much for your attention. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And my contact info is on the slide, Google, and I know you have university recruitments coming up. So, yeah, just saying. Thank you.